Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your weekly forecast. This is the forecast for Cancer from the 19th of April to the 25th of April. And we're going to start. Let's dive in. But before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Raisa Liman. I'm an astrologer using Western Tropical Zodiac Astrology and the whole house sign system, putting your sign Cancer at 0 degrees in the ascendant. So I highly recommend that you start by your rising sign, your ascendant. Then you can check your sun and your moon. So let me start by sharing my window. I used to do. Sorry, myself. Yeah, just this one first. There's a lot going on, my fellow Cancer. A lot going on in the sky. Share. Here we are. Ta-da! So let's start. As you can see, I pull your chart, your sign at 0 degrees in the rising line. So as we can see, there's a lot of energy going on your 10th house at the moment. April is a very strong month for you. And when it comes to your reputation, your achievements, your career, yeah, so take advantage because now we have Mars here. Actually, all these planets are working together. Mars is in its house and it's pushing you to act, giving you the courage to act. Saturn is giving you all the discipline, and then Mercury is Mercury. Yeah, here, yeah, it's true. Mercury is already. I'm confused. Sorry, I was looking at the chart today, and Mercury is still in Pisces as I'm recording this on the 14th. Yeah, but by the 19th, Mercury is already in Aries as well, bringing courage and power on the way you think in your communication, and Neptune can be favorable as well, can be like the beginning of a big dream when it comes to your career. Let's see. So on Sunday, the 19th, the day starts quite soft. We have the moon here. The moon is still in Taurus, which is very stable. It's seeking comfort and beauty and flow movement. You know, it's very nice place for the moon to be, and is in a beautiful conjunction with Venus, both in Taurus. So as this is in the morning, as we wake up, there is a nice feeling where the day you feel grounded, feel a little bit sensual, emotionally steady. Yes, you might be craving for peace, comfort, or for you is in the 11th house, so it can bring also a nice and love in your community, in your social circles, within your friends. With Venus here, you might meet, especially with Uranus here as well, and they're going to do a conjunction later on. But that's if you're single, that could be a good alignment to meet someone through your friends, through your community, through people that you know. Yeah, nice. I like that for you, Cancer. I really do. And then we have, as I said, Mars conjuncting Saturn. And this is also very big because Saturn is actually ruling your 7th house. So it can bring a little bit of pressure on the action. Yeah, your 10th house, as I said, is about your career. It's about your vocation and also about authority. But Saturn is ruling your 7th house, which is relationship, partnerships, allies, and also enemies. So that said, something is asking for commitment. Yeah, you've been maybe pushed into getting committed, either in a relationship, in a partnership. It can be related to work. It can be on your love life. But yeah, with Mars here is sign that contract. Seventh house can also mean, yeah, legal matters and contracts. So those are the themes, okay? And you're gonna feel throughout the whole week. Actually, this is opening an opportunity regarding relationships and partnerships on your 10th house in your career for the next 2 years. Yeah. And then we have the sun. The sun is in the last degree of Aries, and the next day we'll be moving to Taurus. Yeah. Um, he is doing a semi-sextile, which is not a big alignment, but still you can see 29 degrees between your 10th and your 11th house. So the the sun is about the ego, and about the self. It's where you shine, and you're shining here in your house of career. Then Uranus can bring some sudden surprise, some shock, some unexpected truths, or a a surprise regarding your career, and it could come from one of your friends, from some social circle that you're part of. You could even receive a job offer with Uranus shocking your sun here. That that could be well, expect the unexpected. Um, yeah. Then the moon. Now the moon conjunct Uranus in Taurus. That's at the end of the day, yeah, as the moon is past. So in the morning, it's going to be conjuncting Venus, all about love and art and beauty, and you're feeling great with yourself, with your friends. And then at the end of the day, the moon will conjunct Uranus, and emotions can flip quickly. Your emotions, because it's the moon, can become a little bit overcharged, or um, something clicks. You might have some breakthrough, or a moment, or aha moment, that you realize something either regarding a friend, or well, Taurus can also signify money, or values, yeah, or something that just don't feel the same anymore. You might have this wake up call in the evening. But it also, you gotta also be careful, because these two energies together can be a little bit restless. So it's in the evening mainly. It can make you not like feel restless. Like when you go to sleep, you're tired, but you can't sleep. Yeah, you feel a bit anxious out of the blue, or this type of energy that goes like in waves. It's not really steady, but it will pass. And yeah, it's an emotional awakening energy as well. So not necessarily chaos, but definitely unpredictable. So as we move to Monday, the 20th, now we have the sun entering Taurus. That's a whole new season when we move out of this Aries fire into Earth, although we have still a lot of planets in Aries, but the sun in Taurus, it's the season about stability, about money, about self-worth. It's about the body as well, as Taurus do signify the physical body, and what you're building long term. So no more rushing. Now it's about consistency, patience, and results that last. Okay. Now on this day we have the moon shifting to Gemini as well. So the moon in Gemini is very, it's emotionally intellectual. It can be very charming and warm and social, and flirty. People that are born with the moon in Gemini, they love to flirt. If they do. And what I was going to say, the moon. Well, we'll start the day with the moon early in the morning. Yeah, it's going to be around 6 a.m., but you can see this trine now that my chart is set to 9 a.m. and this energy is still on. By the way, I'm talking about Dubai time. As you can see here, this is where I live. So I pull my chart to Dubai time, and we are UTC +4. So wherever you are in the world, do the mathematics. So, but for us, it's gonna happen at early in the morning. So if you are in Europe, for example, or in the US, that's the evening before that this energy is already on. And the moon is trining Pluto in Aquarius. So right away, you know, the mind is switched to a deeper level, transformational level. The 12th and the 8th house, those are houses that signify the subconscious, your inner self, your higher self as well. Those are houses related to past lives, karma, and all those themes. So with a trine between the moon in your 12th house, which is everything that happens in your subconscious or behind the curtains, to your 8th house, the house of death and rebirth as well, and the house of transformation. It's actually the house of Pluto, I would say. Um, yeah, there's mental power inside. Yeah. And it might bring things from past past lives. You might wake up in the morning, write down your, especially you, Gemini Cancer, because you are naturally intuitive. And I would say pay attention to your dreams. From Sunday to Monday, sleep with a notepad next to you and pay attention, write down your dreams. They might signify something. There might be something, um, some message hidden behind your dreams. So what we have here as well, so the later on, well, not later on, also in the morning, 9 a.m. here in perfection, we have the moon sextiling Mercury and Saturn in perfect conjunction, and also Mars. So it's your thoughts, your structure, and your actions are in alignment, and it's supported by your emotions um, in your 10th house. So this is very good for your work, for your career, for your reputation, for um, your achievements. Yeah, what you want to achieve in the world. I think here the moon, you feel the moon in Gemini is giving you this power to feel aligned with what you think, what you want to achieve, and what you do actually. That's beautiful. Yeah, you can think clearly, you decide quickly, you act efficiently. Um, that's on Monday, but this energy will be going on the next day as well. I'll tell you. Yeah, you're not stuck here. Definitely you're not stuck. Let's move to Tuesday. Move the moon on Tuesday. So Mercury conjunct Mars and Saturn. Again, we have here all in 8 now, 8 degrees. It's still the same, it's laser focused communication. Everything that you were dreaming about the day before, you're trying to, or you're planning, on Tuesday you feel like acting on it. Yeah, there is a big push for you to act. So decisions are fast and but not reckless. Mercury here is bringing the message, Mars brings the courage, and Saturn definitely brings the discipline. So say what needs to be said, but be careful not to be too impulsive and do what needs to be done. This is a beautiful alignment. I don't see as negative as well at all. So in the afternoon, the moon will sextile Chiron, yeah, in your 10th house. So it can open a little wound, but it's a healing. Yeah, it can bring some healing. And the wound is around, I think it's self-worth in your career. Um, it's how you value yourself in what you're doing, in what you have achieved. Maybe you're like, am I good enough in what I'm doing? You might have this feeling like questioning yourself in the evening, in the afternoon. Not nothing big. Can bring some conversations as well. Let's move on to Wednesday. Now the emotions will take the lead. The moon enter your sign. So now the moon is at home in Cancer. You, Cancer, are ruled by the moon. So you go according to the moon. Now the moon is very comfortable in your first house. So that brings a lot of intuition, a lot of compassion, a lot of nurturing feeling. You feel good. You want to be at home. You want to take care of your family. Um, as we start the day, though, the only thing is that now, remember when she was in Gemini, she was doing a sextile, which are good alignments to all those planets in Aries. But now she's doing some squares. So there is a storyline here that I wrote down. Because again, she's gonna go and do an aspect with all those planets, first to Neptune, then to Pluto, then to Saturn, to Mars, and to Mercury. Yeah, and now it's not as positive as before. There is tension because the moon in Cancer is it feels a lot and it feels big and it's very sensitive. Those guys in Aries, they are fired. It's about creating and pushing to go and not to feel. It's like just go, don't think, don't feel, do it. Um, so starting the day, the sun, what did I write down? Sun in Taurus, 7 sextile Neptune in Aries. Yes, yes. The sun, 2 degrees, 2 degrees. Um, yeah, that can bring some a subtle haze over everything. You may feel inspired or slightly lost as well. Okay, grounded but unsure. It's in your house of career because Neptune here can be very blurred and be bring a mist or a fog in your decision making in what you want when it comes to career. But can also be very dreamy and can also push you if you like arts, like if you're a musician and things like that. There'll be a big push while Neptune is in Aries here, and this is gonna be for a decade. All right. Um, so the moon enters Cancer. We talk about it. It's emotional territory. It's home, memory, sensitivity, and comfort. Everything becomes more personal, especially for you on your first house. It's about self. But then the squares, Neptune, Pluto, Saturn, Mars, and Mercury, there is a lot. So an emotion can feel overwhelmed, can feel reactive, misunderstood, or just actually just too much. Um, so you might wake up already feeling off, and that can bring a little triggers that build up throughout the day. So be irritated, be, frustrated. I would say Wednesday is the day to protect your energy. Then we have the moon sextiling. Yeah, series in Taurus. That's a soft landing in the evening, not big. So when you might feel a little bit comfortable again, more grounding, nourishment, or you. A series is in your 11th house. So in the evening, maybe, after having a stressful day, frustrated, anger, and pushed and over feeling things, and finally in the evening, it's a good time to go for a nice meal with your friends, with your colleagues at work, or not just with your family, but it's very social because Ceres is in your 11th house. Hmm? Have a good meal, a nice good meal on Wednesday evening. Invite some friends over or go to some friends. Those are the this is the storyline. Let's say. Move on to Thursday. But definitely Wednesday is not a day for big decisions, okay? Don't decide on anything on Wednesday. Yeah. Wait. On Thursday, now the moon still in Cancer will conjunct Jupiter. Yeah, in your house, in the first house, in your sign, and that's when feelings can be very, very much amplified. Your emotions can expand at its finest. So feelings are bigger, are warmer, are more generous, and the first house is really about the self. Like you feel happy and lucky and connected to the self, and it's beautiful. It's love, it's family as well, it's comfort, it's emotional abundance. So enjoy this day. Just check something. The sun in Taurus sextile Neptune. Again, we are here. The sextile is still going on. Remember, the same is ongoing. So um, it's an intuitive flow as well that guiding throughout the day. You're not forcing things. You're not feeling, but you're not feeling your way through them. So it's good for creativity and intuition, even romantic energy here. But yeah, with Neptune, there's always two sides of the coins. It can be very romantic, can be artistic, and bring big dreams into the picture. But Neptune also dissolves, also brings illusions and disillusions. So I don't know. But it is a good alignment, though. They are making a good alignment, so I wouldn't say it's anything negative. It's just a dream being supported. Then Venus. Now, as I said, Venus is conjuncting Uranus here, and this conjunction will be ongoing as well, be going on. It will be stronger or perfect on the next day, and that brings some spark, some love. Again, in your 11th house is your community, your friendship. You might meet someone. It's really unexpected, unexpected attraction, sudden shifts in feelings, or desire for freedom as well in love and money. But it's in your 11th house, so it can surprise you. Yeah, excite something that excites you, or yeah, something that you're not used, that is out of your pattern. That poof, suddenly you meet someone that is not exactly your type, or the kind of person that you wouldn't really go out with, and comes your way, and you're like, oh my god, I did not expect that. I did not expect to feel this way. Um, and then the moon will be sextiling them. Yeah, in the evening, the moon will be supporting this energy, bringing. It's when the emotional body welcomes the change. There's openness to new experience, new people, new feeling. That's a very nice alignment. Thursday evening, go out. Just go out with your friends. Um, and expect to meet someone. Be ready for it. It's beautiful. Yeah. On Friday, what do we have here? Friday. So the energy shifts again. And now you're back in the world. Now we have Venus entering Gemini. So Venus leaving Taurus and now it's entering your 12th house. So everything now is happening behind the scenes. Um, when it's about love, feeling lighter and faster as well, flirtatious, about conversations, but also options. But again, I think this is on your 12th house, so it's everything is in your inner self, it's in your subconscious, it's not really, it's an energy within you and not outward expressed. Um, okay, the moon enters Leo on this day as well. And straight away, for us, it will be perfect at 9 a.m. in the morning. There will be an opposition to Pluto here. So now the moon in your second house in Leo, the moon in Leo is the heart that wants to be seen. Yeah, it's the passion and it's passionate. It's emotionally expressive as well, and creative, is fun. In your second house, it is about money, values, possession, self-worth. So you might feel like, "Ah, I'm the king. I feel good about myself. I feel super good." But there is this opposition with Pluto. So before, at 5 a.m. Dubai time, so depending where you are, it might be the night before, there is a trine. The moon will be trining Neptune at 3 degrees. So in the middle of the night for us, it could be that you feel good, you're having a very nice dream, and again, write it down. Um, you wake up with this creative energy and high, yeah, intuitions regarding what you want to do about your work or about where you're going in your career. Then 9 a.m., the moon will oppose Pluto. Then there might be some power dynamics or emotional triggers as well. A moment of truth that can surface, definitely. And something may feel confronting here, but that's not a big, and I mean, it will go away. It's just in the morning. In the afternoon, the moon will then trine Saturn, and again, you regain control, is emotional maturity. That's all on Friday. My God, yeah, Friday is a long day. And in the evening, the moon trines Mars, and then it's confidence and action and momentum. Yeah, it's bold, expressive energy, again, relating to your work, your career, your achievements in the world, or it could be as well some authorities. Yeah, yeah, you're talking to someone, but it's nice. You feel aligned with this person, whoever is this authority person. Saturday, then Saturday, 25th, we close the week with some insight and sensitivity, and the reality check as well. So at 3 a.m., the moon will trine Mercury. See here, moon is trining Mercury for us at 3 in the morning. It's the mind and emotions are in the flow. You can express what you feel. Let's say if you spend the night out or something. It's great for conversations, for yeah. If you're going out, if you're awake at 3 a.m., I'm not 3 a.m. When I say 3 a.m., of course, this energy is valid a few hours before, a few hours after, but it will be at its strongest around 3 a.m. Then Venus, Venus, sextile Neptune, and the energy is building to be exact on the 26th, the next day. So this is a soft, romantic, almost magical energy. It's love with poesy because the moon, Venus in Gemini is very about speaking the love, is about communicating and being social and flirtatious, as I said. And with Neptune in Aries, can feel poetic. Connections can feel spiritual, 12th house, one more time, and creativity is heightened definitely on this day. But don't forget that Neptune can blur lines. So it's beautiful for inspiration, but not always for clarity. So watch out. The sun in Taurus will square Pluto in Aquarius, and yeah, that's deep. Okay, it's a tension. It's a powerful tension between control and surrender, between comfort and transformation, or staying safe and evolving. Yeah, something here might feel very intense or push you out of your comfort zone. Eighth house, it could be about shared resources, money that comes from other revenues. It could be as well about it's the house of sex, renewal, death, and rebirth. Deeply that deep interactions with others as well. So take as it resonates. Yeah, but you might feel something very, very intense on this day. Um, and this energy is not here to break you, but it's a transformation. It's a big transformation. And 11th house again could be related to your community, to your friends, or that could be some friends going through a deep transformation. Yeah. And not everything that feels intense is against us, right? Some things are there just to change how we are. And honestly, this is a strong ending for the week. It's not a passive week, definitely not. It's a week that moves you, whether you're ready or not, especially for you on your 10th house with all this fire energy. So my dear Cancer, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again next week. If you like this content, don't forget uh, to like, share, subscribe, or comment. I know you are new in my channel, so am I. This is the third time that I'm doing this, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.